definitely gonna have to figure out what my setup is for this if I'm gonna keep it up. But for now, this is kind of what we're working with. I'm gonna go landscape this time so that we get a fuller video. Though that does mean you don't get to see my face while I cook sometimes. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Once again, this is like, I think we're trying to figure out, me, myself, and I are trying to figure out, I am trying to figure out what my format is going to be, what's going to work. So today I've actually set things up a little bit more, so it's a little bit less chaotic maybe. It probably will still be chaotic because I'm just making it up, see what happens. Just remember something I'm going to need actually, so I'll pull it out now. Yeah, welcome to, I don't know, Madeleine's kitchen, VeryMadeleine in the kitchen, chaotic cooking, cooking with vibes, intuitive cooking. I don't know, you tell me, what do you think it should be called? Because I have no idea. Now this is a long video and I'm trying to make these things quick. Okay, today we are making an udon noodle soup. It is super rainy in Toronto. It has been for the last little while, and I finally replaced my miso. So it's time. It's time to make a udon noodle soup. I've been craving it. Let's do it. And I also so I thought it would be kind of fun. So today I went to St. Lawrence Market. I guess I should try and look at the camera. Acting 101. I went to St. Lawrence Market because I was trying to go to a ballet class and the TTC said, no, you're not. You will not make it in time, which is good because I hadn't signed up yet. And then I decided, well, I'm going downtown anyway. It's 10 in the morning. Let's go to St. Lawrence Market. So I'm going to put that footage before this, which you'll have seen. And I kind of feel like it'll add to like, oh, it's like day in the life. Like I feel like, what was that guy, Chef Michael Smith? Like he always used to, you know, you'd see him out in like PEI, living his life. I didn't end up getting much there. I had a bagel. I did get a little overwhelmed because there's just so much. And I ended up going to H Mart downtown, and that's where I got my miso. And then I came back home and I ended up just getting a few vegetables at No Frills because I just, I was like, I feel like for what I need, that's all I need to do. So yeah, we're gonna get going now. 100% I'm gonna have to get some kind of a tripod thing for my phone because at the moment it's a good thing you can't see what I'm doing because it's ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna start out, we're gonna make a base. So I'm gonna get the potatoes out of the way, we're not doing that yet. We're gonna have shallot. I got a couple of cloves of garlic. I cut my thumb cleaning my knife. Can't believe, like literally the one time that I sharpened my knives, bites me in the butt. And I've got some ginger. I'm gonna cut up some mushrooms. Yeah, let's start with that. Okay, so this is gonna end up being a bit more like a voiceover, or you'll see like just the top of my head. So I'm gonna get my water boiling. I'm gonna boil an egg. I usually do wait till it comes to a boil, then put the egg in 7 minutes. It's usually perfect. I figure might as well do that while I'm getting everything else going. And I feel like cutting towards my hand like that is not what a chef would do. So don't do that unless you feel comfortable. So one of my favorite hacks, it's not really a hack, it's just get a bowl and you can put all of your, sorry, my camera is falling. You can put all of your skins and any like kind of organic waste, and then you can just toss it all out at the same time. Makes cleanup a lot easier. I usually just stick it in the sink and then it's ready to go. Okay, so I also prepped just to cut my 2 cloves of garlic and a piece of ginger. You probably, I don't know, I like a piece about that big. I think, you know, it's gonna add some spiciness or like a bit of an edge of freshness. So it's up to you how much you like ginger. In terms of chopping these guys up, we're just gonna do the classic chippity choppity. Try not to get your little fingies in there. I'd rather not do that again. I guess it would add to the chaotic cooking vibes, but I don't know. That's not the part of it that I enjoy. And chop your garlic, and I usually just, you do a little squashy, something about it releasing something called the allicin, and it's better for you and tastes better, I think. I don't know. I just know it's something you should do. It releases some allicin, I'm pretty sure it's what it's called. XOXO, chop it up. So for both of my, I've just done a little chop, and now I've turned it the other way with the This is a really great demonstration with the ginger. So just like how you would want your garlic, I think it's pretty similar sizing. I'm not too worried about getting big chunks of either. I think it'll be tasty. So kind of up to you of like what you enjoy eating. So we're gonna set, you can't even see it. Can you see it? Yeah, a little bit. We're gonna set all this aside. My water's coming to a boil, so I'm probably gonna pop my egg in there in a second. And I think I'm gonna do a fine chop or slice on 3 mushrooms. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe cut in half and then slice. They'll shrink down quite a bit. Okay, and then I'm also just gonna quickly do a potato. I'll clean it up. I was gonna do 2 little guys, but I think just 1 is enough. I'm thinking this recipe is gonna be hopefully just for 1, although I do love a big bowl. So it could be 1 to 2, depends on how hungry you are, I guess. I'm gonna keep the skin on. I've dug out any bits that were kind of gross or whatever, didn't look so pretty. I don't know why I said it like that. Anyways, and we'll just do some small cubes. The skin will add some nice flavor and it's good for you, and I immediately didn't follow the same. Anyway, that's fine. Sometimes pieces are bigger and smaller. It adds to the vibe. It's gonna be great. I've got a fresh container of white or soybean paste, the white kind. That's the kind I guess I just used. I'm honestly just gonna use, okay, maybe this is called headless cooking or something, I don't know. I'm just gonna use like hot tap water. I'll fill up a ramekin like this. It's probably about a 1/4 cup. And then I'm gonna put, I don't know, I'm feeling like I want some flavor. So like a big old scoop and some hot water. Okay, so I'm turning on my stove. I'm doing kind of a saucepan, I don't know, whatever, pot situation. Hopefully, like, this should be a pretty, like, what's nice about it is it shouldn't be a big, like, dishes kind of thing. So once again, I got our whatever cooking oil you prefer. Do maybe, I don't know, a little bit to coat the pan, just something that we can kind of sizzle up some of the stuff in. And once it's brought to the right temperature, we're gonna throw in we'll start with the shallots and garlic and ginger, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so our egg is ready. I usually just kind of, it'd be good if I did it. I have a cold bowl of water in the sink, pop the egg in there, and then it's kind of just ready to rock whenever you are. You could also put it in a bowl before and put it in some soy sauce, give it a little extra oomph. It's not super legit that way. But we're just talking about quick dinner ideas here. I think my oil is getting too hot is what it is. So it's time to add in our onions and everything else, like I said. Just realized I was not filming. Okay, cool. So I just added chili crisp in. I'm adding my mushrooms in. I can't believe that. That was such good information. I don't know what I said, so I might be repeating. Let's see. I don't know what's got captured. Cool, my phone's going down. We're loving every second of this. Okay, I've got a pot of water boiling. You'd think I'd restart talking. Pot of water boiling for my udon noodle. Okay, so I've got, I don't know exactly what happened. I ran out of storage on my phone, so I don't really know what I've said. But I did a fun little clearing out. So we're all good. I've got water boiling here, so I should do that quickly. Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second. Okay, so I have my pack of udon noodles here, and I'm just gonna pop those into some boiling water for 3 minutes, or as per the instructions of whatever kind you got. Okay, so I should have captured that it should say somewhere at one point in my chaos that I've got chili crisp in here. We've got our mushrooms going, so I'm gonna let that cook nicely. In a second, I might just add in the potatoes so they start soaking up all that goodness. Actually, you know what? What are we waiting for? Just get them in. And then I think we're in a pretty good place. It's coming together. Okay, my noodles are ready. I should probably not film this, but I am. And honestly, I'm just gonna let those chill in the sink until we're ready. This is kind of what we're working with in the pot right now. And I think what I'm gonna add in next is frozen butternut squash, if it'll go. Oh my gosh, okay. Now, frozen butternut squash is one of my favorite things to keep in my freezer. I think at No Frills it was $3.29 for a big old bag, and I find it's just a really easy thing to add in, and especially as one person, I'm not, sometimes, but I'm typically not really going to use an entire butternut squash. It's a lot of work to clean up and get moving, and unless it's the star of the dish, this is a great way to do it. Also, I'm not acting like I just invented frozen vegetables. It's just one of those things that I keep on hand, and I think it's a really smart one. Really quickly, I'm going to take us back to the chopping block with a bunch of spinach. Just really super rough chopping. We're not adding it in yet, but just so that it's ready to go. Oh, okay. Yeah, just so that it's ready to go when you are. Oh my gosh, I'm going to need to figure this out. Okay, hear that sizzle? I've got to talk louder. We know it's time. So I'm going to use, well, usually I use like more of a liquid measuring cup, but it's occupato with some coconut milk for later. So we're going to do just about a cup of this with water. Ready? Nice. Okay, so that fizzles it down quite a bit. We can turn it up just a little so that we're starting to bring it up to a simmer. Delicious. It's gonna be so good. Okay, so we're gonna add in our miso concentrate, whatever you want to call it, and then I also like to buy dashi, which is kind of, if you're vegan, vegetarian, I don't think you can have, unless you eat fish, I don't think you can have it because it has, I believe, I want to say skipjack tuna in it. It's fishy. Anyway, it's delightful. I don't know. I just see what feels right. Maybe, I'd say that's probably a teaspoon, maybe something like that. So we're adding that in. It's really gonna start to develop those flavors. And then I also like to add in some mirin, which is a sweet cooking rice wine. And once again, I'm just doing maybe a tablespoon. And we're gonna bring all that up to a boil, a simmer, a light boil. Okay, as that kind of cooks, I just peeled my egg, rinsed it off so that we don't get any eggshell, because as good as that is for you, no thanks. So I'm actually, just for funsies, gonna add some soy sauce for it to roll around in, just like a teaspoon. And I might just, you know what? I'm gonna put the sesame oil into, you know what? No. Rewind. We'll do that at the end. Okay, so that actually might be too hot, and it's getting steamy, so you can't really see, but this is kind of where it's at. It's perfect, I think, so we're gonna add in, try not to spread up too much. We've got about, I don't know, how much is that? Oh, I'm gonna give it a bit of a swirl. A little over half a cup. Wow, this is terrible filming. Okay. Coconut milk. Or in my case, I bought this creamed coconut that you mix with water and it turns into coconut milk, and it's cheaper and more shelf stable. And by more shelf stable, I mean that it comes in this pack rather than, I just find that I always buy like a can of coconut milk and then I don't use the whole thing, and then it sits in my fridge and then it gets a weird mold and then I have to throw it out. And I, you know, just as a person who's not making a ton of food all the time, it's nice to try some. I'm gonna see if I even like this first time using it. But it seems to be a good way to, I've done like powdered coconut milk before and it was totally fine. It just depends on your preference and who you're all cooking for. Swirling my egg around here. So we are just about done. I'd like you to add in, your noodles. Perfect. And then we're gonna add in the boatload of spinach. Up to you how much iron and whatnot you're looking to get. I'm apparently in my Popeye era here, so that'll be good. Is that copyright? I can't say copyright. I feel like Popeye's old enough. It's probably no copyright on it anymore. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so I literally just want those to wilt, and then I'm gonna take it right off the heat so that it's wilted. Off the heat it goes, and that's pretty much it. We can start plating now. I really wish I had green onions, but that's how it goes. Okay, so it's not really much of a plating situation. Get yourself a big old bowl. And I don't know, decide if you want to eat all that or not. Personally, I haven't really eaten today, or much. I'm making a big old bowl. It's gonna be so good. It's mostly broth. There's a ton of vegetables and yumminess in there, so you're all good. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, Madeline, where the heck is the salt? Now, I think, you know, miso and all that stuff has some salt in it, but it's probably still not a ton, or enough for pure flavor. But we do have our soy sauce egg, which I'm just gonna pop right in along with the soy sauce, and that'll add a little extra flavor, and you can always add more soy sauce if it's not to your liking. Okay, finishing touches, I'm gonna add just a little bit of sesame oil as a little bit of a garnish flavor addition. And then I want to add some Furikake, probably not how you say it, seasoning. I get this one, I like it. It has a bunch of stuff in it, and it's like basically a seaweed thing. Just be careful because it does come out pretty quick. And just like that, you've got dinner. Looks so good. I'll probably bring it under the light in a second. And I chop my egg in half. That is one big, perfect bowl of soup. And I think you're really gonna enjoy it, and it's perfect for this time of year. Okay, this video is definitely giving millennial or somebody who never used a camera in their life. But that's okay. Maybe chaotic cooking is sticking because I can't even film properly. But yeah, that was really fun. I hope you enjoy it. I'll put the ingredients below that I use. I know this one uses a lot more stuff, but I promise it's all stuff that you'll go through if you keep on keeping up with it. It's the kind of thing that you'll use in so many dishes, and it'll open up the ability to make a lot more things. Like miso, like soybean paste, whatever you want to call it. I use it all the time. Like I just finished a container of it, and it's taken me a couple weeks to get more. And every like other day I'm like, oh man, I really wish I had that. So same with the chili crisp, mirin, I use all of it all the time. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, and good night, as if I'm on the Tonight Show or something. Okay, bye. Oh, also you'll need some little cutesy little chopsticks and a fun spoon, but you do you.